Natsume, we appreciate your giving the game a new name for bringing it over to the States, but here on CGR Undertow, we're familiar with the source material, so I'm just going to call it what it is if you don't mind. That's what I'm talking about. It took me almost 3 years of pandering, begging, and generally degrading myself before our old pal Osamu and Ibaraki sent us the original Umihara Kawase for the Super Famicom, which I tore into like a rabid ambulatory fish. Then I had to nurse my sprained ego because it was, as has become apparent, one of the hardest and most technically exacting platformers in the history of gaming. I mentioned at the end of that review, which you should go and watch now, yes now, go, that there were rumors of a series finale, Sayonara Umihara Kawase, that just might be the first in the series to see a Western release. Well, Natsume made good on their threat, and though they call it YUMI'S Odyssey now, the title they were going to use had they brought over the drastically inferior Umihara Kawase portable for the PSP, you're still getting the kind of ultra-hardcore gaming action that can only be conveyed by a young girl with a fishing line flinging herself around a stage full of random cultural detritus by performing crimes against physics. And it's seriously awesome. It's not our place to ask why these girls, which include Yumi, her childhood friend who happens to still be 9, and a time-traveling detective descendant of hers, happen to be in this strange hellscape with bicycle tires and walking eels. But here they are. Instead of searching for reasons, you're here to be searching for doors, which allow you to advance to the next stage. But to get to those doors, you're going to need to utilize the power of fishing. Yes, you're equipped with the series' trademark fishing lure and rubber band line, which allows you to swing, climb, and rappel around each stage as you search for a way out of this nonsense. This 3DS version plays very close to the original material in terms of mechanics, throwing new and interesting hazards in your way with every stage, and challenging you to explore and find extra hidden, extra tricky exits to advance to the harder stages. Going the more basic route, you'll only have to play through 9 levels in order to roll some end credits, but for those with the diligence and skill to find the hidden doors in several stages, 41 additional courses become available. Most stages have collectible backpacks to find for an additional challenge, and the best times are uploaded to an online leaderboard. Unfortunately, said leaderboards don't allow times from the 2 new characters, what with their special powers like moving during time stoppage or using mid-course checkpoints. Though I'm not entirely certain how that would help a time challenge, but there we are. The aesthetic of the game feels very familiar, with its soothing, jaunty musical tracks and random explosions of street signs and random schoolhouse objects like desks and erasers and whatnot. A comprehensive stage map constantly occupies the bottom screen, cluing you into just which stages have branching exits and should be investigated more thoroughly. And of course, that way before its time replay function makes a return, allowing you to save particularly awesome plays so you can grab your friends later and go, "You won't believe this jump I made." And they'll wonder what the hell's going on, and why that girl has a fishing line, and why the platforming mechanics are so awesome. And you'll tell them how long you've waited, and that they should obtain this game for themselves. Might be the last Umihara Kawase game, but it's certainly among the best, being as much a labor of love by the original staff as anything. It's the hardcore platforming we've longed for all this time, only now, we don't need to guilt some dude in Ibaraki into sending us a copy.